Imagine it's 2050 and our trajectory is aligned with a sustainable and resilient net zero emissions future. Yet, observing the current predicament, this ideologic scenario is considered to be unattainable. Currently, the unprecedented heat waves have provoked critical impacts around the world. From Australia to the United States, temperatures have risen by 49.5 degrees Celsius, resulting in severe droughts. Floods and wildfires have emerged on an overwhelming scale. These occurred right after Europe unveiled its ambitious strategy for mitigating climate change policies for the carbon-neutral state by 2050. Whereas numerous analysis alerts greenhouse gas concentrations induce these calamities, where carbon dioxide emissions make up the vast majority. Nowhere is completely safe. Undoubtedly, it is plausible for climate-related disasters to be encountered anywhere, anytime. We should conceive the predicted temperature acceleration by 3 degrees Celsius as quite possible. People should examine measures to diminish carbon emissions by its latent augmentation to ensure the viability of a sustainable future. Since the society belongs to each generation, the following posterity, youth of this age and time should be and is the vital connection for eradicating the climate crisis. We are the ones who inevitably have to confront the climate issue that has already been exacerbated by antecedents. Thus, nations should be leveraging their ability to educate future generations. 74% of the youth have affirmed to undertake changes to be more environmentally friendly. In addition, 80% of the youth deeply concerns the sustainability issues. Adolescents are willing to adopt a low-carbon, sustainable lifestyle. Nonetheless, we should take this contemplation even further. How can we manifest and intensify the capability of future generations? Proper and credible education holds the potential for the restoration of the current dire situation. For the past decade, educational programs and resources for students have been carried out by the United Nations. Moreover, it has organized activities and networks as well as conferences for promoting environmental consciousness through partnerships with youth-led organizations, and these efforts should be implemented extensively. Notably, South Korea seems to be the foremost nation that has the visibility to alleviate the impact of carbon gas emissions under the influence of adolescents. Indeed, South Korea has clarified its schemes in the 2050 carbon neutral strategy that entails policies and innovation maneuvers. Still, its expectation regarding each sector, which includes energy supply, industry, agriculture, are the facets that pertain to the potential defects in the economy solely. Instead, the government should firmly commit its primary responsibility to carbon-neutral 2050 strategies. Last year, South Korea abolished its objectives of 2020 carbon gas emission reduction. Who do you believe has contradicted the state? It was the youth. Youth were the ones who have proceeded to file a lawsuit concerning the government's lack of satisfactory actions. Likewise, the adolescents have the full competence and duty to hold governments liable for conveying the Paris Agreement. Greta Thunberg, a prominent youth climate activist, holds a climate strike every Friday to inspire people and facilitate enterprises and the government to be alarmed by the crisis. Reminding other countless youth activists who strive to amplify their governments to progress, the mitigation of the severity will commence with their initiatives and by this extent, attain carbon neutrality. Adolescents can support adults in recognizing their responsibility, influencing the trend, promoting ambitious strategies with creativity, and encouraging corporations to cooperate in converging action toward exponential decay in carbon emissions. The global phenomenon has been worsened every day due to extreme carbon emissions caused by human activities. In particular, adolescents are the key to lead South Korea as a pioneering nation globally. Therefore, now is the moment when the world necessitates measures to fulfill the carbon neutral 2050. And the youth should contemplate. If not us, then who? Thank you.